We now have two states that have proposed bills to end federal unemployment, one of them being a Democratic state, which is very concerning because the way that it seems to work in politics is when one state starts to do something, the other states tend to follow. And that's exactly what happened with all these Republican states that have decided to end federal unemployment early. Once one state started, the rest started to follow suit. And I'm hoping that's not the case for Democratic states also, but we just don't know. So in case you haven't heard, here are, looking at this at the screen here, are the list of states that have decided to end federal unemployment. And the end date is when the program is actually ending in these states. And again, I'll be going over the details of two more states that might be added to this list, one being a Democratic state. So when the bill was last signed in March that included extending unemployment until September, there wasn't any language in there that required the states to pay unemployment. So the states did have the option, and still do, to opt out of paying their residents unemployment. Now, as we've seen over the past couple of weeks, we've seen a trend of mostly Republican governors, states, opt out of unemployment. Unfortunately, today we have a Democratic state, which I'll get into the details. So here are the list of now 25 states that have decided to end federal unemployment. All of them, except for 3, have ended PEUC, PUA, as well as the extra $300 a week. And as you can see on the screen, we have the end date of when they won't be paying unemployment anymore. Now, there are an exception to this list, and that is Arizona, Florida, and Ohio are only getting rid of the extra $300 a week. So in other words, in Alaska, Florida, and Ohio, PEUC and PUA are still intact. So the first state that has a bill in place to end unemployment is North Carolina. And from what I've been reading, this bill only includes the extra $300 a week. Obviously, if anything changes, I'll definitely let you know. But a bill was actually passed to wipe out the $300 a week. So, program offers an additional $300 a week to North Carolinians who can't find work because of the pandemic. And then as we go down a little bit, North Carolina, the State House Finance Committee passed the bill Wednesday evening. It will have to be approved by the full House before consideration by the Senate. And then Governor Roy Cooper, who has recently pushed back against the idea of cutting benefits in the first place. So a couple of weeks ago, he was receiving a lot of pressure to cut unemployment, but as you can read, he's definitely against it. And he goes to say North Carolina has among the stingiest and shortest unemployment benefits in the country, and many families are dealing with issues such as lack of affordable childcare, finding jobs with livable wages. During the Finance Committee Wednesday, some House members agreed that this program is causing unemployed workers to remain at home. So they are, during the meeting, that they learned that 240,000 people in North Carolina are currently unemployed. So yeah, North Carolina is one of these states that we have to keep an eye on. So if you currently live in North Carolina, I'm sorry that you have to go through this as well. Now, the next state that we're going to review, I actually felt sick to my stomach when I saw this article. Obviously, I live in Pennsylvania, and I know most of my community is from Pennsylvania as well, which is why I talk about it a lot. So I don't mean to offend any other state. It's just I know a little bit more what's going on in PA just because I live here. So yeah, I found this article last night. Pennsylvania Rep. Jim Cox said the federal unemployment programs are paying people to sit at home. He said the message should be, go find a job. So Pennsylvania lawmakers moved to end the extra $300 in unemployment, but they're also looking to end other programs as well. Pennsylvania lawmakers are moving forward with legislation that would end the state's participation in 3 federal unemployment programs, including one that provides $300 a week in extra benefits. The bill, introduced by Jim Cox, will end Pennsylvania's participation in federal programs that are putting the brakes on our economy recovery. House Bill 508 has passed through the House Labor and Industry Committee. A full floor vote has not been scheduled. So I'll definitely be keeping an eye on when they're going to schedule that. And Cox is saying that, these programs are paying people to sit at home. And of course, they talk about, ending obviously the extra $300. But then it goes on to say that the state will also end participation in pandemic unemployment assistance, which obviously is the PUA program. 3 weeks notice will be given to end that program upon the bill's package. So this is interesting. I know that from like an overall if the states want to opt out of unemployment, they do have to give the Department of Labor 30 days notice. So I'm confused with this 3 weeks notice, but maybe, I don't know. But anyway, that's what it says. 3 weeks notice will be given to end that program upon the bill's package. Additionally, Pennsylvania will give five weeks notice to end the participation in the Pandemic Emergency Unemployment Compensation Program, which extends unemployment benefits. Between borrowed federal stimulus payments with no strings attached and enhanced unemployment benefits that pay people not to work, federal policy has been encouraging unemployment claimants to stay at home. It may have made sense to send that message for a few months at the beginning of the pandemic, but a lot has changed since last spring. As more and more Pennsylvanians are vaccinated and have developed natural immunity to the virus, there are far fewer restrictions on economy activity, and it's a high time to get Pennsylvanians back to work. The message now should be go find a job. Yeah, if they only knew, right? I got so much to say about this, but I don't even think that Pennsylvania is fully open yet. I could be wrong. I think Philadelphia is starting to open up, or maybe there's like a date, I think. I'm not sure what it's like out in Pittsburgh, but these people just relentless, right? And was it June, July, August? So technically, unemployment's going to be ending in 3 months anyway. And it's like, I just can't believe that they're spending so much time on this, knowing that it's going to be ending in 3 months anyway. But what do I know? So I like I said, I just can't believe that Pennsylvania is actually in this situation. Now, it'll be interesting. I know that Governor Wolf, he didn't want to end it. But from what I've been reading, even if he vetoes it, there's still a way that, this bill could pass. Obviously let me know if I'm wrong in that. But anyway, I was obviously keep you updated, and thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoy your weekend.